My fault, actually. The institution should keep top-notch doctors at work. We should avoid underbooking your caseload so as to force you into spreading your wisdom among other patients. Patients not your own.
Doctor, I still don't know what you're talking about.
We're talking about Albert Dominguez. A patient of mine who told me this afternoon he doesn't want the bypass. A patient of mine who told me he's now deciding he might want to be your patient. Why?
I don't know. I never heard of the man. Never met him.
That's your first lie, Sinclair. And I don't intend to let you get away with it.
Doctor, I don't lie.
You were introduced to Dominguez last Thursday.
What room is he in?
516.
Oh, he shares the room with a patient of mine named Joe Hamill.
That's correct.
Okay, so maybe I did meet him, but the name went in one ear and out the other. As far as I'm concerned, he's a guy in...
So you did lie?
I forgot his name.
No, whatever.
And I certainly didn't talk to him about his condition or your diagnosis of that condition.
But you did talk to Mr. Hamill about a bypass in negative terms.
Hamill does not need a bypass.
Dominguez does.
Then give it to him.
I can't now.
Why not?
Because your Mr. Hamill has pointed out to Mr. Dominguez. They're both about the same age. They're both in after their first heart problem. They're both very much alike, so why should Mr. Dominguez run the risk of major coronary surgery while all you're recommending for Mr. Hamill is a rehab program of diet and physical reconditioning?
Doctor, I regret that all this has happened, but you can't hold me responsible for having a motor mouth patient.
I can. I do. I am. Here are Mr. Dominguez's records, Doctor. I want you to read them and study them closely.
But, Doctor, that's not...
And then I want you to tell Mr. Hamill to butt out talking with my people. Then I expect you to sit down and write me an apology.
An apology?
An apology for nearly costing Mr. Dominguez his life. Unless he consents to the bypass.
You know what I hate about this place? You can never slam a door when it most needs slamming.
Now, before you fly
Another thing I hate about this place is patients who think they know more than the doctor who's treating them. Patients who think they can diagnose for other patients, too.
Are you done?
No. But we are, you and me. You can find yourself another guy, Hamill. I've had a belly full of your antics.
Antics? What antics?
Oh, we can start with your hit-and-run attack about Mendel being a junkie, huh?
Oh, it was no hit-and-run attack,
Yeah?
Doctor. You never followed up on
And
it.
then
so I
we
figured
can proceed with your nocturnal visits with Betty Bimbo.
Okay, you just hold it right there.
I'm not finished yet, Hamill. Next, we're going to talk about the kind of ego it takes to presume to tell that poor man sitting out there in the hallway that Mendel's treatment is not warranted.
Okay, let's talk then.
Now, I got nothing to say to you.
You gutless wonder, you owe me 30 seconds. Cannot be expected to be taken seriously wearing one of these let your buns hang out outfits. And I very much want you to take what I have to say seriously. Doctor, I have seen enough dope and enough people on dope to know what I'm talking about. Mendel throws down enough greenies to give a possum insomnia. I've seen him do it when he was in here talking with Dominguez.
It's pretty dumb of him to do it in front of you, isn't it?
A lot of doctors think people who are sick somehow get dumb because of it. Not true. Your Dr. Mendel is a speed freak. Check it out.
Your 30 seconds are up.
Okay. I did not tell Dominguez to scratch the bypass. I told him that he had a right to a second opinion. When he laid that on Mendel, the good doctor came unglued. He really blew his cork. A not uncommon overreaction for those hooked on uppers.
Mendel's under a lot of pressure.
No, he's not. Dominguez is the one under pressure. He's got a guy who wants to cut him open and put a scalpel to his heart. Now that's pressure, Doctor. That is pressure. Finally caught up with my mother.
$15 million. That's what the federal government has earmarked for this research. And the fact that we haven't gone after it is frankly an embarrassment.
Dr. Mendel, aren't we putting the cart before the horse? The reason no one applied for the funds is because we really don't have facilities for that kind of research.
Doctor, the reason we don't have the facilities, because we don't have the funds necessary to build those facilities. Ergo, we apply for the funds, we get the funds, we build the facilities, we do the research. Simple?
Isn't there such a thing as getting too big?
No.
Well, if we're agreed that the best medicine is practiced on a one-to-one basis.
But we are not agreed. One-to-one medicine is an anachronism. Medical teams, working with the most sophisticated hardware we can devise, give us the best chance of effecting a cure. And that's our job, not holding someone's hand and murmuring beneficent bedside bromides. Can it wait, Dr. Sinclair? I wanted to say a few words about the Board of Governors fundraiser.
No, Doctor, I'm sorry, I can't. I've got to hold someone's hand and offer bedside bromides.